I'm Tom from Pack Hacker, and in this video, we're taking a detailed look at the Heimplanet Commuter Pack, a bag that I've been testing over the course of the last 2 weeks. Head over to packhacker.com for the full written review, link down in the YouTube description below. Let's jump in. The main fabric on the outside here is Heimplanet's Dyco shell. It's an 800D by 660D dope dyed nylon, so it's a bit of a sustainable process when it comes to coloring it, and they use this type of fabric in a lot of their goods. The interior liner is a 300D by 150D polyester, and then they use YKK weather resistant zippers as well. And I really like this Heimplanet zipper garage they have up here at the top. That zipper just kind of seats in there nicely. And it looks good. You got some nice Heimplanet branded zipper pulls here as well. So definitely appreciate those little touches, extra weather resistance from that zipper garage. Let's kick it off with the harness system on the back here. And first of all, let me just say overall, I enjoyed testing this bag altogether, but I was left wanting a little bit more in terms of the organization offered. So for a commuter pack especially, and kind of an EDC pack. So I'll just leave that with you. And you'll see why as I start to go through the bag. But let's start here with these shoulder straps. We have some nice EVA foam, some sponginess to them. So, very comfortable to wear. I had this, with groceries and things like that. It was comfy and just used it for daily use in my 2 weeks of testing. And then we have a sternum strap here that can go on one of four Hypalon loops, depending on the adjustment that you want. I will say here that with these Hypalon loops, it is easier to kind of squeeze this hook out of here than it is at the bottom with these nylon loops. So just a little bit of a note there. And at the bottom here, we have Heimplanet that attaches the strap adjuster to the bag too. And the way that Heimplanet manages straps is really interesting. So there's an elastic keeper that kind of glides along the strap as a track. And it's really nice. If you're me-sized, if you're 6'2", 180 pounds, I think this works really well. But if you are a smaller person and you get this tightened, that strap really can only be managed to the end of what you have. So you can have this extra dangling strap around. Now you could kind of fold it up like this and maybe put some Velcro one wrap around it to keep it managed, but you can do that with any bag. It's not exclusive to this bag. You could maybe kind of shove it inside of this elastic part here too to kind of manage it. But overall, it's just something to note if you do need to have these a little bit on the tighter side. Waist strap down here at the bottom, like I said earlier, I carried groceries with this. So at one point I had 4 bottles of wine in here and some groceries. Although this doesn't really bear any load, it was nice to have strapped a little bit closer to my body as I was biking back from the grocery store with those in my bag. I do like this kind of a strap here, or this kind of a buckle rather, a little bit more than the sternum strap style up here, which is a magnetic version. You can see there's that same kind of elastic thing, and it's actually pronounced here on the sternum strap too as well. So you can have that excess kind of loop hanging around. But I do like the regular buckle a little bit better than this magnetic one. The magnetic one's like fancy, and these are kind of all the rage right now. But I do like this one, and I believe there's, I like it better. It's just a little bit easier and faster to use when it's on your chest or your body. This is removable as well, like I said earlier. And then the back panel here does not have any mesh for breathability, which I think is, totally fine for a bag of this size. Sweaty back is, unavoidable, but a little bit of mesh backing might be nice for added airflow. Now, I do like this kind of pattern here, just aesthetically. Heimplanet uses this in a lot of their products. You'll see their tents are kind of this shape. And then they have this kind of imprint on some of their liner as well. So I know their packing cubes, which I have inside of this thing, have that kind of liner too. So really just appreciate those details. I think Heimplanet products usually look really dang sharp. Just personally, I like the look of them. Now on the side here, there is a hidden pocket. And this is where it start to talk about nice zipper garage up there, YKK zipper. This is where I really started to feel kind of like I wanted more in the forms of organization. So I got headphones, a zipper, and a spork in there as well. Set those off to the side. But you can see that it's just kind of a big empty space. There is a key ring in this front pocket, but maybe the key ring would have been better here. I don't really know. I guess it is a hidden pocket and it is against your back, but I can't really fit like a passport in there or like a small notebook either, which I guess is fine because it's a commuter pack, but it's just maybe like a divider pocket or something in here would have been kind of an interesting thing. And it's not just this pocket, so let's get onto the front pocket here as well. If we open this up, you can see inside too that there is just basically two pockets, one on each side here. Let me try to get this so you can see it a little bit better. That's going to be a little bit tough, but let me just show you what I have. So in the left partition, I've got my field notes, little Peak Design travel tripod, which is in Kickstarter. At the time of filming this video, it might be out by the time it's out. Sunglasses, and that's in that left kind of divider pocket here. So if you can kind of get a glimpse there, that's that left divider, or that our right divider pocket kind of emptied out. There is a little key ring here too as well. So I've just got some keys on there. And then the other side, I've got an Anchor battery bank. My wallet is just free floating in there. This is from Pioneer. And then a pen in the middle slot as well. So this pocket is now completely empty. I do like that segmentation, but as you can see, it is hard to get inside of here. And I'm just trying to even pull this open to allow you to see it. But you've got this, I love the mesh liner they use. They use this in the sling and it feels really nice, but it is definitely in here. You've got like these two divider pockets in the sides and then one down the middle. And as far as organization goes, you're looking at it right here. So if this is okay with you and that little side pocket, I think that's fine. But I have some stuff inside of the main compartment I wish I just had a little bit more room for, especially in a commuter pack. Now, and you can see that pattern I was talking about in here too. Let me just hold that up to the camera so you can get a better look. Maybe reflect the light a bit. So they use that in their branding quite a bit, which I think looks slick personally. So yeah, there is your organization. And there's some leader independence here as well, which is awesome. So you can see there's this gusseted fabric here that allows that front pocket to get a little bit larger based on what you put inside. And this is hovering completely off of the bag. So I have the dispatch cap snap up here, and I kind of hide my hat underneath it. And I really, when I figured that out, I was like, this is so perfect. I just love the way that that looks and feels, and it kind of protects the hat underneath there. I was like just so excited to make that discovery. So you can see it here. There's like a very just open area. It goes all the way through. Heimplanet, I just watched their product video before this. They kind of fold the jacket over this too, halfway. And you can kind of hang a jacket off there if you'd like. Now it's not 100% secure, like this cap is super secure because it's clipped right in like that. But it is just something to note. And the nice thing about the leader independence here is that even if you get this kind of interior full, there's still space here where this can become, you know, this can kind of remain the same space and have its leader independence. So you can have this full and the interior full. Like if you have the interior full, it doesn't really affect this outer admin panel area. And Heimplanet does a nice job with that on some of their recent releases of their kind of slings as well. So their, I believe, A5 and A6 pouch too. You can definitely look that up and check that out. But they have like kind of folds over, and I'm just rambling here. But I do like the ability to have leader independent organization. We have the Heimplanet logo on the front here. It is reflective too, so if you are on your bike, you got a little bit of added visibility there. Let me just tuck this hat down here. Really, really love that discovery. It just was like one of those moments where I was like, it just felt so good. Handle here on the side. I've been keeping some hand sanitizer at the bottom. And nice handle, nice to grab, nice and soft. It just kind of folds over on itself. And then we've got a handle up here at the top too. This zipper on the side here just gives you access into the main compartment. So we're going to kind of show you what it looks like through the top first, but there is a bunch of room on the inside here as well. And then the laptop compartment is at the back here too. I don't have it here because I have it in front of me, just with a couple of notes to make sure that I want to share with you. But let's get to the top roll top. And you can see here that this gets a little bit weird at the top with this strap manager. So basically you have this G-hook here. It comes off like decently easily. It usually takes me a little bit of effort. I know I have the cap snap thing in here too, so that obstructs it a bit. But this unrolls, and then you have this magnetic closure here at the top. So that magnets together. You can see they're kind of slapped on the side. That opens right up, and you can get a look at everything inside of the roll top. And it's just one giant empty space. You also have a laptop compartment back here. I did fit a 16-inch MacBook Pro in here, no problem. I've got a 15. Mark on our team has a 16. And then we have this Velcro here too, where you can kind of keep the laptop locked down there. There is a false bottom in there, which is nice. So it does add a bit of additional laptop protection to it. But you can also just kind of Velcro it to the back here. This is a very soft fabric in the back. If you don't want to use it, you can just Velcro it there and then just kind of be done with it, and that's totally fine. In here now, I just have this keyboard. Let me just Velcro that shut so you know what that looks like. Now, little Heimplanet logo there at the top, part of their Carry Essentials line, the commuter pack. Now back to the roll top. So with this, I kind of like want to get a very tight roll at the top, but it doesn't really allow me to do that if the bag is a little more on the empty side. So I've got this thing here, and you can see all the extra space that's going on here at the top. Now when I let that go, it kind of poofs back up. Now if I tighten this top part, really crank it down, we have a bit of a strap mohawk here, similar to what we saw on the sides. So there's really nowhere to put that. I mean, you can kind of pull this down the back as far as you can, but you got this excess strap mohawk kind of hanging out. Some roll top bags will have like a little indent here, or the strap can be like put underneath there, but not the case here with the Heimplanet one. So I had this like maxed out in terms of how far it can go down. Maybe there's a trick to do this. If you have a trick, let me know in the comments. I would love to learn from you, but that's just kind of how it is. So when it's tighter like that, we can get a tighter roll here, but if we loosen it up to avoid that strap mohawk, you just kind of have, you know, just kind of like excess space. And I don't really love this. I know you're still gonna get weather resistance, but you got that kind of just extra, it just doesn't feel super secure. And I don't really like the feeling of that. So your mileage may vary. Of course, if this thing is stuffed to the top, you're gonna be able to get a super tight roll on it, or even if it's stuffed, you know, width-wise, it's gonna be tighter. But I mean, this thing is pretty full for a commuter pack. I've got it pretty packed out here. Heimplanet simple pouch up here at the top. Let me just pull everything out that I have inside. This is what I'm talking about with the organization. Like I usually like to carry around some snacks with me inside of these stasher bags. You know, I don't really know where to put those other than just kind of free floating in this main compartment on top of some stuff. Same with some gloves there. And then I got these Heimplanet packing cubes. I wouldn't necessarily use these on a daily basis, but I just wanted to show you everything that can fit inside. Hoodie at the bottom as well. So there you go. Let me give you a look inside of the empty bucket. It really is just a giant bucket. And yeah, even, you know, with all this stuff in there, that top part, we still get that kind of slacky, you know, excess strap mohawk is what I've been calling it. So there you have it. That is the Heimplanet Commuter Pack. Head over to packhacker.com to check out the full review, including the best buying options that help support our channel at no additional cost to you. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to better gear. We'll see you in the next video.